go.
Okay, we're back. We fucked it up. There's two of them now. Hello, our two viewers. We panicked when we saw that you were here just for us.
Oh, it scared me.
I don't know.
Please, viewer, please.
I don't know what happened or how, but we went live for a little while, and then YouTube said that we weren't live, so we basically just had to recycle. But hello, and welcome back to Risen Mountains, Part 4. We don't really have a lot to talk about. We kind of just got into call not too long ago, so there's no reason for us not to just jump right in. Yeah, no. Shit. Okay, one of our two viewers said it sucks. Goodbye, guys.
No. Turn it off.
Wait, what? No, we've been roasted.
Oh, no. I did it backwards. Shit. Okay, now we're just behind a curtain.
Sucks. Turn it off.
Well, now it actually does suck because I flunked that bit. Whatever.
This is going so
perfect.
extremely well.
A rollicking start. Oh my
Okay.
God.
So the game that we're playing, basically to just run back where we left off, you guys are on an adventure to go find a traveling mountain and claim it as your own. Probably kill it, give water back to the region that it falls and dies in. But your first day out of camp, you got captured by a bandit group of squirrels and were forced to raid an airship. You made the raid fail miserably, and then you were captives on the airship. And then you blew up the airship when it was raided for a second time because you guys failed. And amidst this complete flurry of failures, we have found a new friend who is played by Fallen Monk. Going around the table, we also have Mario Sack, Rymac, and Tabby from Tabaxi Cafe. So yeah, all these people were on a big boat in the sky that was collecting water for the black market, and then they blew it up and it fell down into the ocean, or into the ocean of sand, and now they're completely stranded.
Default.
Cutting to our good friends who have spent a brief moment amidst the debris, gathering all the bodies, burying them, preparing for a brief glimpse into the stars when all the mist above you settles in a very unique and rare part of the day that is specific to this region. You guys are in the wreckage.
Ugh. As I'm finishing up burying all the bodies, I just kind of look to everyone and say, well then, if y'all give me a bit of time, I can actually assess the sky, and upon reading it, I can figure out where we are and get us relatively to a safer place, if y'all are okay with waiting.
Reading the sky.
Yes, it's what I do.
Like a map?
Yeah, it's basically a map. Do you not do that?
Not typically. I usually use geography and landmarks.
Oh, I use the other E.
The other E.
The other E.
What is this?
Astrology.
The other E? Oh, okay. I think I see now. I'm not
What is that?
familiar.
So, it is a root word in Celestial that I believe, astro meaning like the sky above us, and astrology E means the study of E. So, I think so. I was not the best of language. Anyways, but astrology is basically I take what is above and discern a big, basically through the map, figure out what we may be, depending on where it's moving, the time of year it is, what current major system is above us, and boom.
Do you have a map of the area?
Kind of. I have this, and I hold up my scepter.
Quick group meeting. Just yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
quick, yeah.
Fair.
Just
fair
huddle
enough.
up.
Okay.
Not you.
Am
yeah.
I
You
not in the
you
group?
figure out. You figure
Yeah,
out.
you
the,
figure out your star stuff. Just quick huddle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quick huddle.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Oh, okay. I'll get it ready.
Should we fucking trust this guy? He sounds absolutely insane.
I think he's got like. I know he's a caster. I think he's got like a little mage madness.
Yes, like
You know,
sand
sometimes it-
madness.
I definitely saw him spit up like a wad of hair earlier, like a sizable chunk. It was
Hmm.
I don't know if we should
Yeah, I've
trust
seen
somebody
some of
with
the
such poor
bugbears
eating
do that
habits.
before.
Really?
Um,
Ugh.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with sometimes when you start dabbling with some of this like magical kind of stuff. I mean, it's pretty great, but there's some side effects, and try to respect it. But
It's not
you might,
contagious, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Right. Should we just see where it goes?
I mean, he's the only one with a heading at the moment.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
Right.
we could go any direction really. Let's just play along with them. And
Mhm, mhm.
We'll see what happens.
We'll listen to your plan, Sky Man.
Oh, wonderful. The lights upon the dune. Skyman's actually a friend from the village.
Do you have a nickname?
I call you Light.
Well, that's fine.
Like?
All right.
Okay.
Yes. Which, I must ask, what do your names mean?
Well? Go ahead.
I've never heard of
I'm
an Eleanor
Vareth.
before, so that's why I was wondering. Or a doctor, you say?
Yes, doctor is my profession.
Oh, okay, that makes sense, okay. Is that like a medicine person? Yes, I've heard that before. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Your name I've heard before. Y'all have very short titles, so that's why I was curious about you two.
Right.
Yeah, I'm Bareth. Just like it's like a name meaning strength, something like that. There's a couple of those in.
Okay. At first,
Yeah.
I was worried you spent too many times in bars. That's good.
No.
I think there might be a little bit of
Language barrier.
culture shock.
Culture.
We
There we go.
Yes, we don't name ourselves after the things we do or accomplish. Light upon
mean-
dunes or things we might
Oh.
represent to a degree.
Mhm.
I mean, I go by Dr. Terence Bartholomew Aguila, but everybody just calls me Terence or Dr. Aguila. Doctor is just a title. I'm not named after something I've accomplished or where I was born. It was a given name, if that's translating at all.
Who gave it to you?
My parents.
Oh.
Doctorate or the name?
The name. The name Terence.
Oh,
My parents
okay.
gave me the name. Aguila is a family name. Bartholomew is my uncle's middle name.
Okay. That's nice. I am sure he was a good person. Now, let us see.
And as Light Upon Dunes begins to look up at the mist-filled sky, the mist slowly parts as the floating dust and sand particles in the air begin to fall. Everything thins out as the temperature, all of you feel a strange and sudden rush, changing from the blasting heat from the desert to an intense cold. And just as that front passes through all of you, you're able to look up and you see an explosion of impossible colors in the sky. As everything around you becomes strangely darker for a moment and then brighter, as you see, in a similar fashion to when you first saw the mountain in the distance, you see the sky, probably for the first time. Light Upon Dunes, I need you to make... This would be a navigation check, I believe. So
Okay.
that is... I don't think that's a thing.
Like
Survival?
Yeah, there is
survival.
navigation tools.
Survival.
Okay, we'll go survival with proficiency in navigator's tools.
Okay. Any advantage or just base roll?
Base roll. You're
Sounds
not
good.
where you usually study the stars. This is a bit strange for you.
That is fair. Okay, of course I made my wisdom just completely average, but proficiency, that is a 17.
17, okay. You are able to figure out where you are located in the desert in a relative sense in relation to one other point. I'll let you pick what that is.
Okay. All right. So what I like to imagine I did is people, to all their perspective, I had my staff sticking into the ground and I drew like 12 lines around it, so I basically made a sundial to tell what time it'd be. Then
Okay, we'll say it's a weird, archaic type of sundial that only exists in this fucking nebula world.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that'd be weird. Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
You'd have to chart the brightness from different locations in the sky and have them converge.
Okay, fair. So
It looks like a sundial, but it doesn't operate like
It's
one.
like 8 sundials that are loose.
One of them
Sure.
is a square.
yeah, I just have a bunch of random crap on the ground that makes no sense to you, but I'm just like
Putting
doing
your stick in it at random points to see shadow castings.
just doing like
But
advanced
it actually
trig real quick.
works. Is the-
You're like,
Alvar's
we're
just
in
gonna keep
weird ass
looking over,
shaman
like-
territory now.
Yeah.
I'm weird. I'm just screeching. Y'all don't know what's going on.
using-
But so
He's using the othery magic.
yeah.
I actually looked that up. Theothery is not a thing, but theotherapy is. The otherapy,
Oh, excellent.
which is faith healing.
Oh.
Theotherapy is in God.
All right. Yeah, I'm getting fancy up in here. I'm busting out the gyromancy. Then what I'd like to do is, I'd say point of reference. I would say our old adventure camp or either our town, which would make most sense since I probably don't know that many territories on the outskirts of the desert, unless they're one big oasis town I'd probably know decently a bit about.
You get to pick 1 point, and I'll describe it a little bit further. It's
Okay,
up to
I
what
like-
you pick. It's based on your character's recent history.
Okay, I would say I pick like a big hub town that would be relatively important to my character, like a central point in the desert where a bunch of
Okay.
people can converge to stop and stock up on supplies for to make their trip further into the desert. Like a good center point for travelers in the desert.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that is the one that the ship was traveling to. And
Okay.
Makes sense.
it's got some interesting details that we'll flesh out once we get there, but you're able to discern that it is about roughly 2 days from here in that direction.
Okay. So on top of my, basically how I flavored it is I have my scepter pointed to stars, and if you look close, you can see notches all along it, where basically I'm trying to line it up with a certain set of planets in the nebula.
Okay, kind of like a sextant, but not.
Yeah. And then eventually I'm just like, okay, it's this date. And you see me pull out a big, very big, thickly bound scroll that I just roll out and just scroll down it real quick. It's like, okay, we are here. Okay, I know where we can go. 2 days from here, heading northwest, I believe. We should be at a safe place. It's a big hub town that our village would go to if we ever need to stock up on supplies, if we ever had a rough season of harvest.
All of this
Alright.
kind of just like Bareth kind of does not listen to that. He is just in awe in the fact that the fucking sky split open. It's
Have
just
y'all-
like,
He does
What the-
does rapid calculations as with this cold front comes a blast of more fog, of more mist, and the sky is filled within like less than 5 to 10 minutes. So you are really fighting time to get this done, but you do figure out exactly where that location is. I will stretch it out to 4 days. So
Okay,
it's
that's
quite
fair.
a distance.
okay.
It is 4 days away, but I believe we can all make it with the supplies we are able to acquire from the ship. Plus, we should be able to check a few more times in the day to make sure our course is correct. But yeah, any questions about the marvels that you saw above you?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Sky.
I have more questions about what you just pulled off than about the lights in the sky.
So, as I kind of hold the scroll is the collective knowledge of my people. They have transcribed some of these for the priest of it, where basically, no matter where we are in the world, as long as we can see the sky, we can have a good idea of where we are. Think of it as geography on the go, I guess you could say. It's a very complicated map is the best way to put it.
I
But
see.
in ever-shifting sands, this is honestly a safer bet sometimes.
All right, then. I'm going to light up a torch because it's getting cold. Lead the way.
Can do.
All right. I will point out that unless I'm forgetting something from last session, which I don't think I am, none of you really have any rations or water.
That I'm pretty sure.
As he
is
says,
true.
leading away, I just walk straight into the ship and it's like, I'm still hungry. I have more squirrels to acquire, which I do believe I did say I wanted to pick up like 3 of the roasted squirrels that I used my breath.
Okay, roll a d6, add 1.
Yeah.
I guess
3.
then if we have no rations or water, I like to spend a few minutes trying to scour the ship for any supplies to take with us.
Didn't we try already? Or?
What?
No, I thought we tried already.
Not that I recall.
All right, then. Yeah.
I don't entirely remember. It's been literally a month. So,
No,
research
that's
the
fair.
ship. I'll let you pick what roll you make, and it'll be based on that.
Okay. I would like to make. Can I make an investigation check?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay. And I roll a d6 because I got a cursed luck stone. It's a 2, so I roll
that's
normal. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you kind of enter the ship in the general debris of like you escaped out through the main control room, so you went back in there, and you searched. I forget his name. What's his name? He's up here. Paxamil. So you search his body and you find a ring of keys, and you're like, okay, one of these has to have something valuable. You rummage through the ship, roll 1d6, add 2, and then roll 1d4. Separate outcomes.
1d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
I got an 8 on the d6 and a 4 on a d4.
Okay. You find for a single person a total 8 days worth of rations of food that has been stocked away. And you find 4 days for an individual's worth of water. In a small kind of rubber-bound cask, you find a decent chunk of water. You see other like containers of glass that had water in them, but because of the impact of the ship, it's all been scattered into the sand and the debris.
Okay. I will take what I find and head back outside to the others.
Okay.
Can I look through the ship as well?
You ran through with bodies. Yeah, do it at disadvantage.
No, that's fair. Okay. But yeah, can I do like a perception and just like be looking for like signs? I assume there'd be like some kind of signs that guide you, like, hey, mess hall here, pantry here, stuff like that.
To some degree.
Disadvantage, that is a 12, so not too bad.
A 12. Okay. You run through, you don't really find a whole lot, but you do find a small sack, I'll say maybe a day and a half's worth of just potatoes, just like russets.
Yeah!
Yep, you guys are all kind of stranded still out by the boat. What do y'all do?
Oh, I'd like to do something before we head out.
Okay.
Is like if we can find any rubber or cloth and make like sun umbrellas to keep us a little out of the heat.
That's smart.
Okay. Make an intelligence check with proficiency. You're going to use any materials that you have access to try and put together that objective. We'll see if it succeeds or not.
Oof. 12.
12. The amount of materials that you have at hand aren't really equatable to the lack of tools that you have. You're able to make enough, basically, guarding for one person against the desert heat. What does it look like?
It's just a big ass like rubber sun hat that's super ugly.
Okay.
Like it's like a mess bowl with just like a giant circle of rubber
Yeah,
and then
you
like
just found like a
little
huge
plastic
rubber
tubes.
gasket. You like had to pry something off. It's like still kind of covered in grease and oil. You're just like,
Wobbles
boy.
loudly.
Yeah, wobbles as you walk. It's a mess bowl, not even like a hard hat. It's just you had to
I'll
dump
hand it
soup
to,
out of it.
Bareth, because I already have a big sun hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he'll take it. He'll fucking plop it over his helmet.
2 helmets.
Do you guys head out in the middle of the cold night?
Thanks.
Probably better to start walking now than when it gets hot out.
It would be colder to go by day.
It's all gonna be hot the whole way.
Would I know if it's better to wait for morning?
I'll say you're out of your element here. This environment is not something you're familiar with.
Okay.
We'll put it to a vote then.
Well,
Who
this
is
would be my wheelhouse. Would I I was about to say, would I know like any survival tricks that would really help us that I need to do, get us ready for before I go?
you know some standard basics in desert traveling, like wear a cloth with a lot of surface area, bundle it up, and throw it over your shoulder when it's too hot. But otherwise, you know, really standard survival stuff for you yourself, not so much people you're traveling with.
Right.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Maybe we travel by night. That's my vote.
Okay, night. Let's do Rymac, night or day.
Night.
Okay. What's your character's name? I should do that. Lud. Night or
Yeah.
day.
I would say night. I can see a little better at that time.
Bareth, your opinion no longer matters. Everyone's traveling
Yeah,
at
it
night.
doesn't matter. I was also going to say night.
All right. Everyone sets out into the night, trying to follow the guidance of light upon dunes. Dr. Terrence, my friend, you are cold-blooded, correct?
I'd say so.
All right. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw with Terrence at disadvantage.
No.
I have a plus 60.
This
That
one's
is a total of
17, and
15.
then rolled over to 7
Ooh.
or 10.
Oh wow. Non-natural 20.
Okay.
I got a 15.
I got a 16.
Jesus. Okay.
I got the worst.
Yeah, you are.
Granted, I'm
Terrence-
like the city bunny.
Yeah. You're able to kind of. Let's just say, how do you beat the cold?
I beat
I just
the
cut my hand
cold.
a lot. I'll be right back. Like a lot.
Oh, God.
Oh, God!
Are you good?
Holy shit!
What the fuck? Oh, whoops, I sliced my fucking wrist open.
It's so funny, but oh my god, I hope he's okay.
One Pokemon screenshot where the doctor just sticks himself in the arm. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah, he has the fucking... Oh, that's not good.
Oh, you
give me
good,
some more
right?
water while Logan does
I was
that.
just not expecting
Yeah,
that.
all right.
Y'all do an improv show or something. We've developed
Oh.
it. here.
Yeah, right? Fucking... Holy shit.
We're all D&D animators, kind of.
We're animated.
We're animators.
We'll animate it out.
Animated
Put his
out,
blood
you know?
back.
The
I
back
remember my old job, something I did one time. I was fucking cutting something, working with like a customer, and they were talking to me and it distracted me. So I went down for a hard slice on like a avocado and something, and I fucking went straight into my fucking like palm. So I did like a hard
Ooh.
cut, and I like looked at that, and I looked at them, and they kind of like looked away, and I was like, 1 second, please. And I fucking just like hard pressed a towel, and we had like a work glove. So I just like put 3 gloves over one hand. So it put hard pressure on it. And I was like, anyways.
Oh boy.
I had a one experience that was surprisingly not as bad as it could have been. Like, so there was a really good machete that we had at one point. Like the blade
Oh,
was
boy.
amazing, but the handle was plastic.
Okay.
and I just was just clearing a trail in the woods, and I hit it into a tree that's not that thick. It flips around and pokes me in the leg, and bounces off my shin bone, but so it doesn't stab into me too bad. But I'm just bleeding a bit, and I'm just like, then I realized, oh, okay, I'm fine. Just watching myself get stabbed with a machete, it's like, oh god, no. Oh, okay, I'm fine. It's just the fear of it was a lot worse than the actual cut itself. It was weird. Like I just put some pressure on it for a little, sat for a moment, then it was fine. I'm like, huh. That could have been worse.
Yeah. I guess the worst, I guess we're talking about workplace injuries now. Welcome to the Workplace Injuries podcast, where Logan just got one.
That is true. Technically, he was during the live stream.
Yeah. Well, on the my workplace ones aren't fun since I nearly died in 2 of them. So yeah.
Oh god. I mean, the worst one I've gotten is I have a hard time feeling temperature with my hands because I used to be a dishwasher and they had shitty regulations, so I got chemical burns.
Oh, that
I've been
sucks.
there. I've gotten chemical burns before too.
And then a tree almost fell on me, and there's a chunk out of my ankle now because that's where it just scraped.
I have slight burn stuff on my arms because I used to work in a fucking bakery. I think I kind of still make out certain things, but I would work at a bakery and I would get burnt a lot, just because it's you're working fast. All of a sudden, a fucking tray that was in an oven gets hard pressed against you or some shit, or you slam into one of the oven doors or some shit. Fucking it wasn't super bad because it wasn't anything god awful. I guess the worst that would come out of it was I would get bad eczema problems. So there was a while where I had just fucking
he's alive.
Okay.
I'm still bloody. What did you do?
So I was fidgeting with a kitchen knife, and for some reason I had it in my lap facing up.
Why?
Why?
Well, the questions, those are the kind of questions you always get to ask after the match, not before.
Yeah. That doesn't stop the question from being, why do you have a kitchen knife just next to you?
You can't
I
even
have
see it.
3 of them.
It was
I
you
like
were
to
playing
eat
with
in
a
small
butter-
portions. I would cut my food a lot.
We just
Owie.
we just ready to stab one of us in the hand if we did something wrong.
Got a 9. Yeah, right. Fuck. Okay. That was a perfectly timed donation. God damn. Yeah, I'm still bladed up. I'll have to clean the kitchen later. Or the
The donation to stab yourself twice, is it?
Oh, yeah, I gotta do
Do
that.
it again. Repeat.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Well, at least I
Hey,
know
Raisins, how's it going?
very efficiently sharpened knife. That was very deep
I'll
into my
bow,
ring finger.
grovel, and beg
God,
to
dude.
this mighty role, you toys, you insect. I am your god now. Behold a 9. A relationship is tested.
Oh, shit. Okay, first of all, how do you keep warm?
How do I keep warm? Basically,
Back in zone.
I have essentially kept warm by doing a quick slathering of. Well, I guess that might not work. Is there any dirt around the crash, or is it all sand?
It's all sand. They don't
All
keep
sand.
soil.
Shucks. Okay. I probably keep warm then. By
You stealing all my heat?
You want to just go with raw endurance? You survive.
Probably
huddling
with-
into somebody.
Yeah, probably just focusing on staying alive and walking and ignoring the pain.
Okay, so just straight up endurance for Dr. Terrence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
you
maybe
manage-
maybe taking my pants off and wrapping it around my midsection to keep my chest warm.
The promise of a warm morning is what keeps you going.
Yeah.
And then some shit happened. We got 9 first, which you said is the relationship is tested?
Relationship is tested.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's going to be difficult. I can't really instigate that as the DM.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no NPCs either. We made sure of that.
Yeah, you literally slaughtered all of them.
You roll?
No, because it was selected at an 80. So
it was selected.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll a couple of D4 to determine who hates who, and then you guys get to determine why.
You're pissed now.
You meet a stranger in the night. He hates you.
Still resetting my
Seems
brain.
I'm full of rage.
All right. So we managed to get Eleanor and Bareth.
Oh.
As the night turns to day, both of you get a little heat strokey, a little lucid. Especially Eleanor, who has suffered from a level of exhaustion, actually, because you failed the save. I completely forgot that happened. Yeah, so you are completely frigid, and when the day turns around, Bareth, do you wear anything?
He's kind of shirtless. He's wearing pants at most. So yeah, no.
He's just fucking raw dogging the weather.
Yeah, he's raw dogging the weather. There was like a point where he was used to being like on the outskirts of shit. So I pictured he'd be outdoors a lot. So it's just like fucking. At the very least, I'd imagine he's willing to keep good in the cold of the night.
The desert, the cold and the heat, and just the first essentially full like day. I assume you guys walked through the night, and then when the heat came around, are you guys trying to just straight through it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
At
You
this
continue.
point, it's probably Eleanor's like knees are getting like shaky from just walking this much.
Yeah.
And it's getting to everyone. For some reason, tensions rise between Bareth and Eleanor.
Pissed. God damn it, I'm pissed.
I feel like the other two are just a little bit ahead of like you guys, just discussing the differences between types of technology and spirituality, because they both work and it's fucking interesting and weird. So Terrence, you're gathering notes.
Wouldn't be in this fucking mess if you didn't kill the fucking pig.
In this mess, if you weren't a dick to everybody.
Whoa. Let's.
You were gonna kill an innocent man.
He was trying to kill us.
All right.
No, not the first one.
I can see that everybody's a little stressed. Perhaps we should
Yeah,
take
a
a
little.
breather.
Yeah.
I have water and rations. I can pass.
And
those
you
out
didn't
now.
mention this earlier?
No, I was saving it for when people got hungry.
Y'all
And
didn't
there's
have
some
I'm hungry
rations?
since last night.
Okay. Let's eat now. Let's put it all behind us, and we'll just take a break.
Here, you know what
And
would make everyone feel better? We eat our captors, and I hold out the squirrels.
They've like probably been jutting off on a rack, slowly drying as you walk.
Yeah,
Are those
Yeah.
sanitary to eat?
Does anyone have a way to
Sanitary.
make a fire?
what study
I
or
know.
research is that?
Are they clean? Can you cook them?
They were already kind of pre-cooked, and you see they're all roasted from where I cast a burning hands on them.
yeah.
Oh,
They're-
jeez.
They're
I mean,
pretty
it's cold
charcoal,
now.
but you see I've
like
already
day-old
been
chicken.
gnawing on one, just bones and all.
Eleanor, would you care for a ration package?
Yes, please. I'm okay on squirrel.
But this
Me
is
too.
a sign
I'll
of the
test the
ultimate
squirrel.
strength. They enslaved us for a short period of time. Now I'm eating them. This is
Well, be
just
strong for
primal.
us, Light.
Yeah,
Be strong for us.
I'm not like the type that gets like
I'm strong
ultimate
already.
strengthy, you know.
Hold on, I'll test the squirrel.
There we go. You have a squirrel and a potato, and I hand you your squirrel and potato.
I will hand out one water skin
Raw
to
potato.
everybody for the day.
Okay. If everyone drinks through the day, that is the amount of water that you have.
Yep.
Okay.
I just hand 1 water skin to everybody. That's all we got.
All right. Everyone
Nice.
finishes their meal and enjoys the water skin.
I'm gonna hold off my water skin and try to sustain myself off squirrel blood.
Okay. Constitution saving throw.
There.
Yeah, I might do the same.
Okay.
I might just hold off on the water for now.
23.
Jesus.
18.
Sorcerer.
Okay. Yeah. Both of you have been a little bit wild living for a while, so you're just able to kind of sip to just wet your mouth and get the blood flowing, but you keep it there. The other two of you finish your water skins.
Stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Best I can.
Yeah.
You see me just chewing on a squirrel.
I'll say the squirrels are sanitary enough because they were sentient, so they're not running around with ailments and stuff.
They're cold. They probably don't taste that great, but
No, they're
eatable.
it's a little hard to choke down, but nothing that you in a survival situation can't do. You understand the stakes of the situation.
Squirrel steaks.
Yeah.
People
yeah.
survive outside of the walls for more than weeks.
Yeah, Eleanor, somehow you're the only one who is kind of winded. You're struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Out into the second day. I'll need everyone to make a perception check.
Can I use my epic
Oh, no.
little eagle eyes?
Yeah, use some epic Louise line.
Fucking. Where the hell is that?
I got 21.
Shit. Okay.
I got a 4.
Perception checks.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Perception. Oh boy, I got a whopping 14.
Hey, yo.
All right. Yeah. Throughout the day, everyone is just really trying to truck through and make it to that second night. Fucking bury yourselves in the sand. No, you do that during the day. You're basically going until you don't drop. You want to take a break in the future. You guys are going through the day, and the only person that sees something in the distance is Eleanor. You notice there's a surprisingly large shadow, maybe 4 dunes back where you guys have been walking through. So it's maybe 200 feet away, but you can see what looks like a large figure just duck above and below a dune. Surprisingly fast moving.
Eleanor, you seem
light-
troubled. Would you like a potato?
No. Are there things out here?
Oh, yes, there's plenty of other life that live out here. It's honestly a wonder we haven't run into anything into anything yet.
We might be about to, and she's just gonna point over in the direction of where she saw the shadow.
Well,
And as you look over, ducking over that third dune again, is what appears to be definitely a huge creature. Something massive that's about 120 feet away from you now. Moving at
Oh fuck.
incredible speeds. Eleanor, you can recognize that.
Oh fuck. Aww.
So,
Oh fuck is right. We should start running.
no,
Do
we
you
cannot
think we
outrun
can
that thing.
outrun
We can
that?
hide somehow.
I'm just gonna reach for my short bow and load it and start slowly backing up.
May I
What's
suggest-
the plan here?
I slam my staff into the ground and cast mold earth and just make a big hole for myself and hop into it.
It works, and then you're immediately in your own sand trap. As sand begins to flood in on you on your sides, you
I
are
was
now
just thinking.
buried up to your neck. Right
And
as
I
this-
mold earth me a little safety bubble.
You're constantly using the spell to push it away from you.
Yeah.
So I'll say, yeah, you're in an active little hovel that you're concentrating on. And then it breaches the final dune, literally jumping into the air, and all of you see this enormous, over 2-story foot tall roadrunner. It is a massive desert bird that has raced to devour some
What?
tiny babies after stamping the shit out of them. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh.
And we have not had a long rest since our last.
No, you guys have just been moving. Thank you, Azathoth, for the rock. I'm not giving them a CR 11 creature to kill them all at level 2. So we're adjusting it a little bit.
What if we run out of the way? What if it eats this instead?
Eats what?
The big ass roadrunner.
Oh, yeah.
It just swoops down and takes the road.
We're fine. There's always a bigger bird.
This is
Eleanor,
my initiative.
you got
6.
6. Okay.
I have a 10.
10 for Bareth. Wow, I'm missing a finger now. Terrence.
I got a
Cut that
22.
deep, huh?
Oh no, thank God I didn't. Yeah, no, I'm still fine.
I got a 22 as well, but I'm pretty sure Terrence has a higher dex than me.
Okay. Lud. And the monster gets a 12. All right, Terrence, you're up first. You see this enormous thing almost clear an entire dune and land on the other side. It looks like it's rearing to attack. It's about, say, 20 feet away from you.
20 feet away?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am. It's a level 3 ability. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to run away
Okay.
as fast as I can. Let's see. Okay, it's 20 feet away, and I'm going to run 30 feet in the opposite direction. Cunning action, dash another 30 feet, turn around, and fire my short bow.
Okay. I assume that's
Those are
still within range. It's like 80 feet.
Yeah, short
Cool.
range of 80 feet.
All right. Make that shot.
All right, making the shot.
Make the shot.
That's an 11 to hit.
It flies a little wide as this creature kind of notices you prepare, and it takes a slight evasive maneuver, which is definitely enough. You thought it was just running straight. And yeah, that's your turn. Lud, my friend.
Okay, so my head just like comically pops out of the sand, and it's like, we're not running. And emerging out of the hole, I will scepter raised. I would like to. Do I know much about these creatures?
Make a nature check.
Daggum, where is this look coming from? 19.
Jesus, yeah, okay, what do you want to know about it?
I'd like to know, are they real? Is this within the realistic range we could kill it? Because this thing is huge. Like, what would I know would it take to really take one of these things down? Is it like considered avoid at all cost? Could a group of people take it down, or what?
You know that they are extremely fast. They have extremely dangerous stepping, where they just basically stomp the shit out of you. Mm-hmm. And the best way to survive an attack is to go for the head or neck, or just manage an endurance test where it sees you as a potentially predator and runs away. But this thing is gunning for a small group of small creatures, so it thinks it can do this.
Gotcha.
Just prove it
All
wrong,
right.
and it'll go away.
So, I'm like, all right, we got two options. Scare it off or out endure it. Also avoid its feet, it'll stomp you to death. And I would like to twin spell guiding bolt it. Wait, no, twin spell got to hit someone else, so I'm just going to regular guiding bolt it then.
That's an annoying stipulation. I almost want to overrule it. Okay, so you're doing what?
I'm going to guiding bolt it.
Okay. Is that a saving throw?
No, it's an attack roll. Oh, shoot, what is that? Alpha that'll hit. Oh, okay, that's fine. 18?
Yeah, that fucking hits.
Oh, good. It rolled super far away from me. I thought it was low at first. Okay. Not super far. Just in shade. All right, so that is That is 12 points of radiant damage, and it is now glowing, and the next hit on it has advantage.
Hey.
Nice.
All right, you made it scarier. But it is injured. So guiding bolt, that is a physical attack that you're launching at it, right? From your staff?
It is a blast of light. It's radiant damage. So
Okay. Yeah, you shoot a beam of light and it goes straight through this thing's fucking turkey breast. It didn't appreciate that, so it is going to make a 2-step, crossing that 20 feet, and it is going to stomp the shit out of you if it can.
no.
Get some actual rolls
Am I
going
within
here.
5 feet of him?
Yes. You're next to your friend.
All right. I would like to take this blow for him.
Okay.
As
Bruh.
he's over this fucking as he's slightly mounded up in this, Bareth is just gonna basically put up his forearms.
And how does that
and he's
work
going
again?
I basically take half damage, but I will take. I
so
just fucking.
you
If it
use
hits
the-
him,
The reaction
take the
condition
hit.
is if it hits him.
if it hits.
Okay,
if
so
it hits,
the first
I'll
stamp is
fucking
going to be a
take it.
13. Are you fast enough to avoid that?
Or
Or sorry, that's
Depends if it hits
directed
him.
at him, not you.
yeah, that's him. Does a 13 hit?
Oh, 13 hit. That will hit my AC, yes.
Shit. Okay, then
I'll
both.
take
I
it.
literally got 13, 13. So you take the first one.
Okay. I'll take the first one. I'll take.
Okay.
Tell me the damage.
Let's do a couple of those. Plus.
I'm so sorry. Thank you.
I'm fucking sorry. You're taking half damage. Thank God.
Yes,
rolled
I am
almost
taking
max.
half.
Plus 3. That's 18 naturally.
18.
Oh.
So that's 9. That's all right.
Okay.
Okay,
So you-
that would have knocked me down to 0. That's the second time you've done that.
And then
for
the
me.
second one hits you.
Second one hits me. Okay.
That does 11 damage. As
Okay.
this massive thing is using most of its body and also the running force that it has to just straight up stomp down. It's like the opposite of a jump where you die instead of it going up.
I get Wile E. Coyote. Got it.
Yeah, no. He's not killing that thing because he's hungry. It's out of fear.
Necessity for survival.
Oh, I'm going to chew on it, though, once it's done.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's its turn. Bareth, sorry.
I have advantage on this, correct?
Yeah, you have advantage on the first attack.
All right. I'm going to rage first of all, and second of all, I'm gonna fucking hit it with my maul.
Do it.
That is a. What's my fucking bonus here? That's a 17 to hit.
Yo.
70 to hit. That hits. Do the damage.
Okay, I'm rolling damage. That will be total 5 plus 4 on top plus 2 because I'm reaching. So 5, 4, 9, 11 damage with a swing.
Jesus. Okay. That is a total of 33. No, 23. 23 damage. All right. Yeah, this thing is immediately reevaluating its attack. It's like, fuck. Eleanor.
I want to just bark at it. I'm just trying to
assert
make
your
noises
dominance.
at it. I'm gonna fucking slam into it. I'm just gonna go. "Oh! Oh!"
While you're raging the whole time, you're screaming. Eleanor.
Eleanor, rabbit instincts kicked in, and she's gonna court swiftness away, so she's gonna run away 60 feet.
Very fair.
And-
Very fair.
Just
You're
turn around right next to
rivaling
the
its
doctor.
speed, just bolting through the sand. All right, top of the round, Terrence. Or are you
Okay.
doing anything else? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I still have an action.
okay.
Yeah. And then just turn around and take the flint gauntlet and shoot a firebolt at it.
Hey, firebolt. All right,
Nice.
that is an attack roll, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a 19 to hit.
All right, that shit hits. Burn the bird.
Hell yeah.
7 fire damage.
How much?
7.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, this thing is just not super
getting
happy
eaten
right
up.
now. Light upon dunes.
Okay.
The bird is no longer glowing.
Isn't it Terrence before me?
Oh yeah, wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mental lapse there, Terrence.
It's all good. Okay, so where's the bird from me right now?
Still 80 feet.
Okay.
It's 60
Or,
'cause
no, it
moved
did
up
move
20.
forward, so 60.
Okay. I'm just going to get down on one knee and try to angle myself. I'm gonna look around. Is there anywhere nearby that's sort of like over the ridge, sand dune wise, that I could mostly get out of sight by like crouching down and hiding? Or is it pretty open and flat?
Are you trying to hide from it?
Yeah.
I'll say yeah. In its current priorities, you are kind of down the list, so I'll let you duck, and it'll assume that you left. Make a stealth check, a sneak attack roll.
Okay. I rolled a 1, so I got to re-roll.
Quickly makes a sand castle, hides behind it.
That's an
Starts
11.
spitting to make it malleable.
That's an 11 to hide.
11. Okay. You kind of try to, like, you duck under the dunes and you try to bury yourself for like 3 seconds. And you're like, this isn't going to fucking work.
Okay. I'm still going to try and take another shot at it.
Okay. Make the attack.
Okay.
After you've angered it.
That's...
Yeah, it looks over at you like, I'm trying to fucking hide from you.
Attack roll. That's 6.
Oh, no, it goes wide again. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna army crawl 30 feet forward,
Okay.
15 feet forward.
You like
and
army
that'll be
crawl,
my
and then you
turn.
start to tumble, and then you army crawl again.
No.
Lewd.
That's my turn.
Oh, lewd.
He getting food.
Fucking
Lewd got
light.
food.
Get food.
Achieve food.
Brought enough to share.
Oh, that was not food. I thought you were receiving something.
Okay.
Man, my
So-
pinky kind of hurts. I don't know why.
I wonder why.
Yeah. I wonder why.
All right. So I am in dire straits here, dudes. Let's go.
Good
But
band?
really wish I took Green Flame Blade now, but no matter. Hindsight 2020. So, what?
Hey, I have that.
Dire Straits is a band.
Hey.
Yeah, I might make that my 6th cantrip if I can't think of anything better. So what I'm going to do is, can I move around and get into flanking with my buddy here?
I'll say no, because this thing is a giant roadrunner. Like,
That's
it is too high up to not just have view of you when you're down there. Like, the only thing you're flanking is its legs, and those things are rapidly rising and falling.
You're flanking
Okay.
tree trunks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a risk one way or another, and I'm out of spell slots. So what I'm going to do is this: I am going to use my quicken spell, and that allows me to spend a sorcery point to cast a spell as a bonus action. So what I'm going to do is
Okay.
I'm basically going to be casting 2 cantrips in one round using that.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm point blank. So
Can you do that?
Do you
pretty
have
sure
meta
yes.
magic at
You
level
can't-
2?
You can't.
Yeah.
The only thing you can't do spell wise is cast 2 leveled spells. In one
Oh,
turn.
okay. Yeah, so you can do
Yeah.
a level and a cantrip. I don't think you can do 2 cantrips, though. Unless maybe you have haste. But,
Well, it's because he's using. He's basically like with quicken spell. He's turning 1 into a bonus action.
I'll allow
Yeah.
it. I'm not going to deep
Yeah.
roll that.
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
that's normally how it goes. As far as I have read, it's basically you can cast a spell as a bonus action if you need to use your main action for something. But I've seen some people do that to where they cast a cantrip their main action, then
I've been in
spell
pretty
bonus
groups.
action.
Just go for it.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and firebolt this thing twice, but have disadvantage because I am point blank, but I'm going to try anyways.
Okay, goddamn. Yeah. Double disadvantage. Do it up.
Yeah, let's go. Ew, it's gross. 12.
Ow. Yeah, no, 12 doesn't hit. So that goes wide as you're like trying to kind of duck around this thing, shoot up at it. Just the way that its body is moving is hard to predict.
Okay. Second shot. Oh, much better. 19.
That's going to hit, yeah.
Good.
Nog.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. D10. 8 damage. Sick.
Hey. Minus. Oh, I did my math wrong. Okay, yeah, this thing looks kind of beat to shit. It's like half on fire. It had a holy ray of light thrust through its heart.
It's scorched.
And Eleanor, what did you do to it?
Or fireball its face.
Oh my god, yeah, so this thing is basically on fire during the day in a desert. It's its turn. It's going to try and just rush out of the scenario. This is absolutely a
Attack of
losing
opportunity.
fight. It's going to go rip through.
Opportunity attack.
Food.
What is
Attack
it?
of opportunity.
I did the calculations, but boy, am I bad at math. Yeah, so everyone who is right there gets an attack of opportunity. I think that's
Okay.
just the two of you.
I'm gonna whack it with my stick.
Okay.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking hit it.
With an
That's a
attack.
17 to hit.
Okay.
Okay. I got a 15 with my scepter.
Okay. Both of you hit, collectively beat 15.
I'm pretty sure I can do that.
Okay.
That is
Oh, you're gonna have to make a pickup slap
plus-
for me.
Okay, so with my 2d6 here, I got a 9 plus 4, that's 13. Plus 2 on my rage bonus, that is 15.
Yeah, you're like,
So
bap.
you cut it down to me. I'm just like, just
I break its fucking big toe with my fucking maul, and it just flips over and just slams into the
Oh
ground.
my god.
And me in my small form, I run up and just start whacking it on the back for 4 damage.
I'll say that it like you get it on the ground, it is panting, like trying to possibly get away, and then fucking Light Upon Dunes comes up like meat, slams the shit out of it, and it goes limp. You beat Bird. Da-na-na-na-na.
Da-da-da-da.
Bird.
Me and
we
Barrett just start
harvest bird?
jumping in the air, just like,
Yeah, whoever wants to harvest food or other materials from the bird, make a survival check.
I can do that. I have a wait. Actually, who has the best survival? I have a +1.
I have a
I
+2.
don't fucking
Oh,
cut
okay.
my finger in a room all alone.
Eleanor's gonna walk up with her knife and just said, "You know, I took like surgery classes.
Oh, that'd be
Could
great.
be similar."
I know how to repair the bird, not take the meat.
And I
I
have
was
also
gonna say,
seen
can I make a medicine check then?
I've also seen people from my village. What they'll do is they'll take the feathers of this thing and make a large canopies with them. So that is a potential option if we want to make a place to rest.
Oh, that could be useful.
Fuck
I
yeah.
mean, I could go at it and see what I can pull out of it.
Yeah, you
So-
start ripping tail feathers out of its ass. These things are long. They're basically like palm fronds.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
All right.
Oh.
So how are we
Natural
doing this? Are
3.
we all making survival, or are we just giving one person advantage?
I mean, it's a big bird. We could all
Yeah.
probably take a section of
Yeah,
it.
I'm giving everyone like minor cuts of this because everyone wants to do it a different way. Uh,
Okay.
So, Eleanor, are you going for palm fronds or medical meat?
Medical meat, but got a 3, so it's like not even
Okay.
strong enough to put it into the organ.
This thing is tough. Its muscles are very strong, so the meat would be very chewy. First of all, you're not really good at like cutting into it when you actually get up there, and second of all, it doesn't really translate to. Oh no, my computer crashed.
Uh-oh.
Everything froze up. It's gonna recycle, loop, might close some things, might close everything.
There goes YouTube.
Oh, I'm back. It says we're still streaming. Oh, nope, we're all tiny on OBS. I forgot how we fixed this. Let's...
I don't know. I feel like it happened once, and we were able to resume instantly.
It's back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ooh,
Hello!
Hi,
Oh.
welcome back.
hello.
Sorry about that.
Internet
My OBS
sneeze.
is all squenched up. We look real tiny and shrunken and weird, but cool. So yeah, you don't really manage to get any crazy meat from this. Just going around our Zoom
I got a
chat.
17 on survival.
And what do you want to do with that 17?
I'm gonna get the palm fronds.
Okay, yeah, you start just ripping tail feathers out of this thing's cloaca, and you
Oh,
get
hell
you
yeah.
get enough of them. You get like I'll say 5.
Nice. 5 clean feathers.
And you're just going to use them as like heat coverage.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
Okay.
just
It technically doesn't matter, but those are incredible tools when it comes to covering your tracks. But you killed everyone, so you're
that's
fine.
true too. Yeah.
Light upon dunes.
Okay. So I was going for the meat, and What I did was I rolled survival with guidance, and that is a total of 6.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't really get a leg in on this meat. You're like trying to tell Eleanor where to cut, and you're trying to help, but you just flounder together somehow. And Terrence.
Sweet.
Oh,
I
I
think
get
the
too
meat's
distracted
just
and
bad on
drooling
it.
to eat.
Terrence?
Can I go up to the wing? Want to get some chicken wing meat?
Okay.
Could I use my medical knowledge to essentially locate
cut.
where the joints and most tender, like know where to cut to essentially
I'm gonna
separate the
I'm
wing?
gonna say yes, only because you're avian.
Okay,
So you're
That
cool.
makes
you're
sense.
much more
I was thinking
familiar
the
than
same
Eleanor
thing.
with this physiology. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So make a medicine check.
Dope. That's a 4 on the D6, so that's
Oh.
normal. 26.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Nice.
You go
Wow.
over there. What kind of you have a rapier, right? What are you cutting this with?
I'm cutting it with one of my small switchblades.
Okay. So yeah, you pull out a dagger, you manage to cut like straight through all the major tendons. Immediately the arm just goes limp. The feather falls and you have the other two just kind of rip it out and you manage to very meticulously cut off. I'll say just roll a d6 flat. Avoiding a 1 because that's not fair.
5.
Okay. Yeah, you manage 5 individual days worth of meat from both these wings.
Yo.
Sweet. And then I'm essentially going to turn the feathers into like a wide brim like hat slash just like I don't know, tie rope, a fixed feather, tie rope, fixed feather, just making like a cloak for myself to shield myself from heat.
Okay, yeah, so you like essentially segment the feathers and you start cutting them into usable like plates of feathering. And you give yourself a weird little garb.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys have a decent amount of meat to cook. You have pretty much complete protection from the sun during the day, but you are all... Are you marching forward, or is this where you stop? It's been
rest
a
here.
little over a day. Like
I-
a full day.
We should definitely rest at some point.
I recommend we possibly see if we can make a canopy out of this creature and probably take a rest. I am pretty tired myself.
All right. Yeah, and as you say that, again, the cold front rushes past you. You see the beautiful mural in the sky that is hidden by this constant, infinite mist. And in what feels like the blink of an eye, it's gone. And you guys are experiencing the cold of what you could consider night. You all huddle up, and it is just difficult to be comfortable in this environment. I will have everyone roll another Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. That's a 12 that I got.
Okay.
16.
Constitution save throw.
Yeah.
Okay. Since I have my garb, is it still at disadvantage or no?
No, it's just standard.
Okay.
Does exhaustion make my saving throw a disadvantage?
I
As
don't
long as
think it
skill
ever
checks.
does.
I think it's just skill checks.
Yeah. All right, that's a 14 for me,
Okay. Eleanor?
and
Oh, you got
I
it,
don't
yeah.
resist this.
And Terrence?
13.
All right, yeah. You all managed to endure the night, not suffering from any just natural difficulties of living in this kind of environment. You guys wake up relatively refreshed. Eleanor, you're still a little beat from just traveling through the heat the previous day. And you guys continue for another couple days before anything interesting happens. So during that,
Hell yeah.
I'll have them do just a couple more Constitution saving throws off screen, but we will be back after a brief break where I can go actually wash my hands. Goodbye, my friends, and we'll
Let's
be
go.
back as well. Bam.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Game
gentlemen,
time.
and Quettlemen, we should be back. I think.
And Skittle.
Yeah, and Skittleman.
Skittleman.
Skittleman sounds like a really like low-key villain.
I want to say that sounds like the fifth
Skittleman.
smiling friend.
The Skittleman. Yeah, right. Yeah, it does. All right. Where we left off, you guys have been traveling. I forgot to take the rolls, but you guys have been traveling for a couple days. You're about a day away from the destination that your guide has given you. While everyone else is making those Constitution saving throws, actually,
right.
Light Upon Dunes, I need you to make a couple navigation checks.
Oh, that's fair.
Navi.
How many contests do you want us to do?
Navigating time, let's go.
2 all around the board. If you get
2 all
below
around.
a 14, you take a level of exhaustion for each one.
Okay. I'm going to be casting impromptu when I know the time period's going to happen. I'm going to be casting guidance on myself.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So that
that
is
D4.
a 15 for my first check.
Okay.
That is a 16 for my second check. And how many do I need to make?
Just the 2 is fine. So yeah, you've managed to stay on course throughout those days. You've frantically but professionally read those nebula.
Awesome.
We're
All right.
a day away. How's everyone feeling after this long stretch without any water?
2
I got a
fails.
22 and a 25.
Wait, 2 con saves, you said?
So we have a camel and a corpse right now? Yeah, so 2 rolls.
2 con saves.
Siphoning the
14.
moisture from them.
I got double 5s.
Oh, take 2
Oh.
levels of exhaustion. So yeah.
Real?
Oh,
Whoa.
this is over the course of a couple days, and my good friend Light Upon Dunes. do
Okay, I
that
got
shit
a
too.
nat 20 and a 15.
Okay.
8.
Yeah, so the 2 survivalists of you, like
God,
the,
I feel great.
the group lineup shifts to where the 2 science spirit men are in the front, and now it's just the 2 guys who are alive and the 2 who aren't.
Disadvantage on ability checks and speed halved.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And I have
Boy.
disadvantage on saving throws and attacks now.
Oh no.
Oh, because you have a 3rd level?
A third, yeah, from
Dear
the first
God.
day it was scorching. So you guys are like half dead trekking through this desert.
I'm gonna pass out
Yo.
food again.
Yeah, without water. I'll give you guys a moment to marinate in that.
Eleanor just like eats food like a rabid animal at this point. Like she's falling to sand madness.
I
Um,
passed out a ration to everybody.
Um,
No, I feel pretty good. I've been fasting lately.
I now see Eleanor with like a potato.
My spirits are lifted.
I then approach Eleanor a second time. Would you now like a potato?
Quickly nods her head.
I hand you 2 potatoes because of your enthusiasm.
Just double fisting, just eating both of them.
Ah, that is the spirit. As then, just with same vigor but none of the madness, I then chow down on one of the squirrels that like that.
Okay. Oh, like 3-day-old burned squirrel carcass. Yeah, make a quick con on that.
Oh no. 18.
8. Okay, yeah. So you chow down on something that's currently very much less than delicious. As you like stomach it, you let it sit. You guys have been walking through the desert for a couple hours into the day, and that shit's setting in. You take the poisoned condition for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Now that everyone's good and downtrodden, everyone make a perception check.
Oh, I have advantage on these.
You motherfucker.
I got a natural 20.
Are
Oh,
you
shit.
exhausted?
No, he's fine.
No, I'm great.
100% fine.
Cool.
Natural
So
17,
I have disadvantage
natural
because of the
18.
poison, but it's still got a
I
19.
fucking use my. You know what's even funnier is I think with my fucking perception I have like a -1 to those. I fucking nat 20 with my little eagle eye equipment. my little magic item. What do
Oh,
what do
skipped
my
a plot point
funny?
I could have done.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
do I see a
21.
plot point? Do I see a plot point?
No, I was
Again.
going to use one, but we're jumping into the next one. So yeah,
Okay.
anyone get more than 20 other than those two? Just the two of them?
I got a 19, so I'm just right behind him. And that's with poisoned condition I did factor that in.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Fucking
Come on, I'm suffering.
I'm
from
used to food
stag
poisoning.
madness.
Bareth, you're kind of excited. Like, I'll say that you guys have passed by, like, you know, a few healthy cacti. You've learned a thing or two, and you've gotten just the smallest amount of nutrients as you guys are going forward. You learned a bit about the desert, and
Wow,
now
this
you're
journey's been
you're
great.
looking out for cool shit. And you are the first one to see, promptly followed by Eleanor, what looks like the mangled remains of a different ship, barely peering
Whoa.
out of the dunes. It looks like this thing has been here a while.
There's a
Full
ship
sprint.
over there.
Just Eleanor just starts sprinting towards
Okay.
it.
Okay. Eleanor, careful. It could be a bandit camp. Marauders.
She
You'll have
doesn't
them there,
care.
right?
Yeah, you rush over. You're the first one because you're fucking rabbit folk. You immediately make it, and the largest part of this vessel you see is about that, like that much out of the sand. The fucking there we go. Basically, the width of my screen, just like 2.5 feet sticking out of the sand. But you can tell that this was probably a large ship. I don't know what kind of investigation your character would do, but you can do some research on.
She just starts digging.
You're digging, okay. At this point, it's going to take a little minute, so the rest of you catch up, and you see, it looks like 3, maybe 4 different parts of the ship are sticking out of the ground. It looks like it might be to some degree intact.
I step up next to Eleanor and it's like, may I? And I start casting mold or earth to help her move the dirt away.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, the ship is slowly uncovered, and by the point, unless anyone does anything, it's going to be about half uncovered. So you're all waiting until this is fully done.
I can't assist really, except by using my hands.
Yeah, yeah. You're both, by the way, Eleanor. You're
Yeah.
digging completely sluggishly, and Light Upon Dunes fucking sticks his staff in the sand, and you see literally like beautiful arcs of sand just flow through the air away from this vessel.
These
as it's
Minecraft
uncovered.
chunks just slid to the side.
I's like, Eleanor, relax, I got this. Have another potato.
The more like watery streams of sand. He's just fucking flowing them around like a badass. And as it's uncovered, definitely Terrence and Eleanor, the two of you in your sluggish state, you're able to notice something about this ship. It's been repurposed. It has been completely re-engineered and reconstructed into what looks like a humanoid form. And the moment that it is about half unveiled, it begins to move. And you see a small blue light start to course through different parts of it, as if its engine is kicking in, but engines glow orange and red. This one begins
Oh
to glow blue,
no!
and it is jumping out of the sand. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Does this look like a hell
One.
beast?
First one, let's go.
Nat 20 again? Are you kidding?
Nice.
Get out of my game.
Oh man. Initiative checks are ability checks.
Yep. This is a
Fuck yeah,
disadvantage.
they are.
Fuck.
You guys are reacting very
God, I feel
slowly.
great.
The moment it starts to like perk up, you're not sure if it's a mirage. You see a blue light that doesn't make any sense. Does anyone have any affiliation with Zark or adventurers? Zark
Oh.
Industries.
Definitely not I.
Blackwater stuff.
No, this is out of
so-
your wheelhouse. I think Terrence, make a very tough history check. Beat an 18.
Disadvantage with my die. That's a 6. Okay.
Struggling to remember.
Yeah. No, it's a lucid state. You're like, oh, fuck, what? You get slammed. While we're doing that, Eleanor, your initiative?
7.
Oof. Okay. What'd you get?
23
Jesus Christ.
with a history check.
Okay, let's do initiative
Nice.
first. Terrence,
Okay.
what'd you get for initiative?
Oh, what I get for initiative? 13.
Okay. I think we're missing Light Upon Dunes.
Oh, yeah, 11.
Okay. Dropping this thing in at a whopping 14.
Oh.
I'm labeling all my monsters thing right now in initiative. That's just what they are. As it starts to rise out of the sand, this is literally like you're in complete denial, and you're playing into your lucid state. You're like, there's no fucking way we just found this. This is the vessel of a historic figure. Are you familiar with Vasek?
I would be.
Vasek was an adventurer who was the first to make contact since the rising of the mountains with cloud chasers. Or, I forget what they're called exactly.
Cloudhoppers?
Cloudhoppers. Sky people. He found a city of mist. And he made it back, and he told everyone about his discovery, and he went one more time. And the rumor is, or the legend and the history goes, that they killed him, and that they are malicious, savage beasts that just destroyed and discarded his ship. And here it is, rising out of the ground, completely remade somehow, with literally like labels. You see like Vasek's whatever. I'll let you pick. What was the name of his ship?
The name of his ship would have been called
This is a lot like in Up, when he finds that super old adventurer with his blimp.
Mhm.
Like that fucking blimp. Like that's what you guys just stumbled upon.
His ship would be called the Sky Trotter.
Okay, that's cool.
Trotter?
Trotter.
Okay, Sky Trotter. Yeah, these are the remains of the Sky Trotter rising out of the ground. Bareth, you're fucking spry as hell, and you're like kind of helping uncover
I'm
this thing, you're
feeling
like
it.
digging away, and then the moment you're like, that's blue, pull out a fucking weapon.
Gareth is actually
Well,
in
actually-
his element. He's getting stronger from being in the
I guess-
survival situation.
I guess. How would I even be able to tell? Does this thing look like it's about to attack?
It's been buried for a while, and it's getting up. That
Okay.
doesn't make sense to you, but that's all you can tell, is that it's getting up. Are you gonna react
Okay.
hostily?
I'm going to rage, and I'm going to hold my action. If it attacks us, I will swing at it.
Okay. It is its turn, and it fully pulls itself from the sand, taking most of its turn, and it stands up. And whatever debris is left of this thing, like this clearly is not the whole vessel. There's no hull. It's just a lot of what looks like cockpit material that's been put together, fused, welded. You don't know how they had access to... Like, there's a lot that doesn't get explained here. It rises up, it looks roughly humanoid, and it has 4 arm-like appendages, and it takes a defensive combat stance. And it says, "Stay away."
Huh.
Let's back the fuck up.
Right. Then I'm not taking
yeah,
that action.
Terrence, it's your turn.
I'm not gonna draw weapons. I'm just gonna put my hands up and take a step or two back and say, "We're friends. We come in peace."
Friends of who? That's super quiet. There we go. Hey, you take too long. Lud, your turn.
Okay.
You're stunned. It's fair. It fits. You're like
Yeah,
lucid.
yeah.
You're witnessing a legend that is somehow still alive. It has
Yeah.
been 9 years, maybe
Okay.
10 since this thing went down.
Me, as this is no desert knowledge. This is like something completely out of realm of anything I understand.
No,
I'm assuming.
this should not be here.
Okay. I am just pure tail sticking up all bushy, just like hand like kind of Eleanor just kind of held her back. I was like, okay, just back away, and I back away. Does it do anything to me?
No. If you back away, no, nothing.
Okay, yeah. Backing away slowly, not really making a move, and just kind of watching it suspiciously.
Okay. Eleanor, are you going to act irrationally, or are we going to step out of combat here for a second?
Yes, well, you can step out of combat because what Eleanor does is turn tail and run with her arms in the air, screaming like a crazy person.
Sheepishly too. You're like fucking parched. Your lips, your mouth is barely has any moisture. You're like, oh, no.
Sand demons!
And you just ran at this thing. So we're stepping out of combat. It is in a multi-armed defensive stance.
Yep.
By friends, we mean you no harm. I'm a great admirer of you, Skytrotter, and I wholly respect and admire Captain Vasek and his exploits. We mean you no harm.
It immediately changes stance and actually like kneels down. And it kind of looks on at you. It doesn't really have a head. There's clearly some like relative pilot chamber inside of it, but this thing is kneeling down. You know about Vasek?
Aw.
Yes, he is the one who inspired me to take to the skies myself. I'm a great admirer of his works. I wish I could have met him.
It subtly shifts. Like it's maybe afraid of you when you say that you're inspired by him. It's like defensive.
I merely mean that seeing him take to the skies made me want to take to the skies myself. I'm a researcher. I go and I discover things. I help people. I'm a doctor as well.
Have you met the Sky Friends?
The sky friend, the squirrels.
I don't know what that is.
There's a lot.
I hold
bad...
up one of the charcoal squirrels, one of these, but not charcoal.
I still don't know what that is.
Sky
Why
friends.
are you here?
Our ship crashed in the desert. We were on board a ship as passengers. It crashed. We are the only survivors.
Then how did you find us?
By chance.
Oh, a guide is here.
I wouldn't say you.
It immediately takes a defensive
did.
stance more directed at you, with literally like two hands straight up in punching stance and the others as if they're going to bring down another fucking blow.
Oh my god.
I wasn't looking for you in particular, just happened to come upon you, and it could be the stars determined it. I was born under a lucky star, you see, so I naturally think good things like this happen to me, so...
I only understood like 30% of what you just said.
Okay, so I was born under the spring star, Lumos, and what that means is a big constellation that only appears that time of year, and we say that's the one of growth and love and enrichment. And that's what I was born under, so I think, hey, this is lucky. We ran into each other because of some predetermined force in the world.
Make a persuasion check? At disadvantage. It didn't understand like anything that you just said.
I don't know what the hell you said it, but you said it with such confidence that I might believe you.
I just want to mention Eleanor's like 120 feet away, still running at this point, and like collapsed onto the ground.
Hey, so you said with disadvantage, right?
Monster.
Ah, crap. That's 9.
Okay. It doesn't change its posture, and it redirects itself at Terrence. So you knew him. Can you wake him up?
Is he here?
He's always been here. He's always with me. Can you wake him up?
I can try. Would you allow me to try?
Immediately, the entire ship, what was its name? the Sky Trotter.
Boat face.
Yeah.
Immediately, like the blue energy, like pulsing through it, starts to slowly fade, and it becomes completely inactive. It falls to the desert floor, and a small little like port pops out of the back, and the engine exits. I'll let everyone add to what this engine looks like, but it is a small Hell Dweller. It's about 4 feet tall, and it is blue instead of red.
It's kind of
Just for a little bit of context, Hell Dwellers are the secret and recently revealed engines to a lot of sky vessels. They naturally perpetuate intense heat, which lets them boil water, burn coal, and power pretty much everything that takes to the skies that isn't natural. No one really knows where they came from, and there was a massive war against them because of how terrifying and varying they are. And honestly, Terrence is like the only one who's done the research to figure out exactly what the fuck these things are and why they're here. And now this one is a complete arbiter. It should be going haywire if it's able to leave its vessel.
the head looks similar to the helmet the Barrett is wearing.
What kind of helmet is he wearing?
He has like this little metal, like it has like slits that kind of are used as a visor, and it has like little points on the tips.
Okay. Oops. Can't spell that shit.
Got one.
Okay.
Its body is roughly anatomically similar to that of Mr. Potato Head, like egg-shaped body, legs out the side, and like arms sticking out the side of the head, and the head and the face takes up most of the body.
Okay, so yeah, he's a little like egg-shaped guy with like neat little visors, and you can see what look like blue glowing dots behind the visors that dart around as if they were pupils.
Yeah.
Ooh. A majority of like its chest area, I guess you could say in this, is just one big mouth.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great.
On his back, he has a little Yoshi backpack.
He's got a little Yoshi backpack?
Just a little leather rucksack that he uses to keep things in, whether they be tools or gear or whatever.
Okay, I'll say that the rucksack is like leathery on the outside, but on the inside, just to protect it from his burning body, it has like metal plating. So he has clearly at least made this rucksack or had it made for him. Yeah, this little 4-foot fucking potato head egg with a huge mouth just jumps out of this incredibly intimidating mech that it seems to have either built or inherited, and it jumps off this creature that is now completely limp. And just approaches you. You can wake him up.
My. I can try.
Let me take you.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I'm sorry. It is my first time meeting somebody like you. You are very curious.
Aerodynamic.
I've never met anyone aside from the Sky Friends and Vasak. Vasak was pretty cool. You should wake him up. And as
I
he
would
says
like
that,
to try.
he runs over and he digs and digs. And his core, like, he has a strange blue energy about him that doesn't fully make sense. He looks like a Hell Dweller that none of you have ever seen, but incredibly dormant. And as he's digging, you see magically around him the sand almost build magnetic fields around him where it like it flies out of the dune and creates these weird arches around him. And as he's digging, it very rapidly gets unburied, and there is what looks like a single room that has been completely preserved. He opens like the front door area. It looks like this was a part of what the vessel used to be, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the ship crashed, and one of the main rooms is still buried.
Gotcha.
He uncovers it and kind of gestures.
Can
Don't take any of his secrets. Don't read his books until he wakes up. Those are for him.
I promise I won't. And I cross my fingers behind my back.
Okay.
You lying bastard.
got him. He fell for the old trick in a book.
I will gingerly stick my head in and look around, and if
Yeah.
the coast seems clear, I'll enter.
Okay. You open the door to this room. It is a bit slanted at maybe like a 25-degree angle. So you step in. The room is not that large. It's maybe 10 feet by 5 feet wide. It looks like maybe a part bedroom, part study. This is probably where he spent a decent amount of his time. And you see propped up kind of against a desk, obviously fallen and on the ground because of just the situation of the room, is the long dead, almost mummified corpse of what looks like another avian Soren. Can you get the doctor to move again?
I'm afraid he's long beyond moving. I'm so sorry.
What does that mean?
It means he's no longer alive. He can't turn back on. His soul is gone. He is not with us anymore.
And as you say that, you see light fixtures in this small room begin to flicker. You see the blue energy inside of him almost well up to where he becomes a completely glowing blue egg. And then it subsides within a matter of seconds. But he asserts power over a room that he's not connected to. Is there another way to turn him on? If we bring him to someone who can fix him or wake him up like a anti-sleep doctor?
Not in my capabilities, but I mean, I've heard rumors about people of faith bringing people back from the dead.
What is faith?
Bareth?
Well, faith is when you believe in something really hard. I know where I come from, some of the goblinoids have, through very strong force of will, they're able to make things happen. Actually, it's kind of similar to what
But I believe in
Light-
Vasek and he's not moving.
it's a different kind of thing.
Is it like the Sky Friends magic? They fixed me. Could they fix him?
Maybe?
Skyfriends fixed you.
Yeah, I don't remember who I used to be. But when Vasek went to them and he showed them... Well, he showed me to them and I wasn't right. And then they fixed me and I woke up and now I'm here. If we fix him, he can wake up, right?
In theory, I'm not
Maybe.
sure how to fix death.
What is
That
that?
is, it's the state he's in right now.
Do people
Is there
not
a
fix that?
chance?
Not typically.
Is there a chance that I know what he's talking about when he refers to the Sky Friends?
I would say no.
I
They're,
Barth is
you know,
just kind of confused.
I'll have everyone
but
make a
yeah.
history check. This was a blip in history. It's like we found it's like it was overlapped by a lot of industry, like marketing and shit, where it's like, oh hey, aliens are real, and then it's gone. It's like that.
Oh, by the way.
That
Eight-
happened.
Eleanor's still out in the
Oh
desert.
wait, I have disadvantage.
Okay.
She's just on the ground.
So
Half conscious.
Really, this is what I do
With-
good on disadvantage with?
with my straight roll, I'd say I got a whopping 4.
I-
So
So
I
yeah,
got a
I'll just say that
17,
no one
actually.
really knows what fucking sky people are. That doesn't make any
I
sense.
got an 18. With disadvantage, that was an 18.
Are you affiliated with Zark Industries at all?
I can't remember if I said I was.
Me either.
Who
Uh,
were you affiliated with? Weren't you affiliated with somebody?
I'm kind of affiliated. I
Oh,
think I was
no.
affiliated with like a.
It was the other doctor,
Some engineer.
Diving Stone. He
Oh,
was affiliated
yeah.
with them, so you're not.
Yeah,
You know
okay.
that very very ancient history. There is talk of like way back when the grid, whatever the fuck that was. It's basically like Pangea. When people talk about the grid, it was like when the whole world was connected. And when the mountains rose and shattered the grid, there were cloud people that used to live, and then they vanished when the clouds when the mountains did.
I think people used to live on the mountains, but then when they vanished, so did the people.
What's
But
a
these
mountain?
sky people. Oh boy, that's a conversation. You said these people attacked Vasek and you 9 years ago? You
The
didn't
Sky
say
Friends,
that.
they attacked us? No. We were coming back from a visit with the Sky Friends, and I was going to meet everyone, and then we hit the ground early.
And you don't know why you hit the ground early.
Vasek never told me. He just went to sleep.
He probably didn't know it was coming then. Oh boy. This there's a lot of things to unpack here.
There's just a couple of chests in a drawer.
You have supplies. If you have supplies, do you have food or water? Stuff that Vasek would consume?
And he runs over to like a small chest and he opens it, and everyone in the room immediately gets just a rotten whiff of like the worst shit you've ever smelled. So there's a strange amount of moisture in whatever rations he had that managed to stay that long, but the last of it enters the air as just he basically pops open a spore cap when he runs over there.
No.
That's okay. Change my mind. You can close that.
Okay.
Well, do you plan to stay here?
Well, I was waiting for Vasek to wake up, but if he's not going to wake up, then I need to take him somewhere else.
We can bury him if you'd like.
You mean put him in the
Or-
ground? Why?
So that he can become one with the earth again? Unless you would like us to try and find somebody that knows magic that can try to bring him back. 9 years is a long time. We would have to find somebody very powerful to bring him back.
I know where we are. We could leave him here and then come back with someone powerful.
If you're comfortable with that. Was that large machine out there with the arms, was that you speaking to us?
Yeah, I built that. That was me. I just powered it.
Wow, that was very impressive. Could you? This is a strange thing to ask of a stranger, given that we've just met, but do you think you could power it back on and help carry us to somewhere where we can get you help and get us help? If you get us out of this desert, I swear on my life I'll help you to the best of my ability.
I don't know where to go, but I could carry you.
Oh,
Well, that's
he
a good
knows
It
where
wouldn't
to
be
go,
hard.
He'll point it. He'll point at
Like,
he'll point at light.
Uh, I know how to navigate the desert. I can get us to more people, and hopefully we can convene. But there's something to say here. There's nothing offensive about how you look, but you definitely surprised us when we saw you. An average crowd that we go in with that mechanical shell, it'll definitely scare people.
Oh,
That's
that's
something
true.
What do people do when they're scared?
Get angry usually.
they poke.
generally make choices they normally would not make out of fear and panic.
People might be afraid of you.
I don't know what that
What if we
means.
put the feathers and stuff on them? Could we? Do you think we could like?
A disguise, yes.
Yeah.
What I mean when people are afraid of you is, remember how you defended yourself when you first met us
Mhm.
because you didn't know who we were?
I thought you would come and hurt Bassic.
People might think you are coming to hurt them because they don't know who you are. And they might react
me.
the same way.
And they might.
No, that
they
you might
attack.
hurt them.
And then they'll hurt me.
Yes.
Right.
Hmm.
So we need to figure out a way to hide you or make sure people don't hurt you. Of course, if people try to hurt you, I will defend you.
I fit really well into
Best I can.
engines.
This is
Oh.
true. Can your vehicle take other shapes?
It would take a while to put together, but yeah, I can control any vessel that I'm connected to.
We could somehow get a hold of your ship, Dr. Terrence.
That's back with the squirrels. In the woods.
How fast can this thing move?
Those burnt things?
Yes.
There's a lot of non-burnt ones back in the woods, and
Are they scared too?
they would be scared, yes.
Yes.
They're scared of us, and we're scared of them.
Yeah.
So you have to fight them.
Yes.
They killed some friends of ours, so yes. Unfortunately.
I don't think he knows what you mean by that.
Oh, you're right.
I think I understand. They put them to sleep for a long time, and it's hard to wake up.
Yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Yeah,
And
essentially.
we have the same issue of not being able to bring them back.
Do you want to put them to sleep?
We could stop them from putting other people to sleep if we put them to sleep first.
How do you... That would be the most rational way. Okay.
We could create a monster here, guys. Let's be careful.
All right, so we have the Iron Giant right now.
Oh,
We're gonna teach him how to kill.
Superman.
Teach him how to love.
Then why are you correct in putting them to sleep when you're afraid and they're not? Because if we're going to a village where people aren't afraid of you, but they're afraid of me,
We
Well,
don't know
the
if we're
difference-
correct.
am I not supposed to fight
difference-
them?
I would say
Why do I have to hide when
No.
you wouldn't hide?
because the difference would be these initial other people that we want to put to sleep would be people that already hurt other people. Where in the situation of us going to meet people that haven't put people to sleep, they haven't done anything bad yet. So the best option is to avoid them causing someone to be put to sleep. If that
Trying
makes
to
sense.
avoid conflict versus someone who's actively seeking out conflict and harming others.
Because
Yeah,
they're afraid.
peop- Well,
Well,
they're do.
I feel
technically.
with the
How do
group
you choose who to
putting
put to
people
sleep and who to hide from?
Situational. I guess it depends whether or not you deem that they deserve it. Um,
How do I decide?
um, that is a good question. Uh, well,
I think
The
we should
way-
meet the people, and I'll get to decide.
sure.
And immediately the engine jumps into the remains of Skytrotter. And it boots up surprisingly fast. And it holds out these 4 arms that I'm happy I came up with on the spot because there's 4 of you.
Hell yeah.
And everyone jumps into the arms of Skytrotter Mark III.
Where is Eleanor?
Yeah, I think Barth is
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
have to force Eleanor
Okay.
to go do that.
Yeah, so it jumps out, jumps into the mech, holds out these hands, and starts to look
Scoops
around.
her up.
She's just like
there's Eleanor
unconscious
over
in the
there.
desert, like 100 feet away, just like ass up in the air.
Oh,
from
there's
just
her
passed
body
out.
right over there.
from
just, like, zoom
exhaustion.
in with the fucking eagle eyes, just like, oh, I see her right there.
Do we want to take her?
Yes.
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 Because if we
Yes.
leave her, she'll be put to sleep for a long time.
But she's not now.
No, we can still get her awake.
I don't understand you. And it reaches into the
we'll
sand
learn.
and like it picks her up, but it's like I don't fucking I kind of give up. And yeah, it treks for the lesser half of a day before it emerges on the edge of civilization. We're not going to quite end here. I would like to set up some ideas for what the civilization is. So 2 months ago, when you guys were
Okay.
headed to this city, because we had to skip a session, I asked some people what major features or whatever, etc., should be here. So, excuse me. Chuck, my friend, you can take the lead here, but I'll read these off, and then everyone is just welcome to kind of discuss yay or nay on these ideas.
Okay.
So this is just a settlement. I'm going to read through 4 of them. There aren't that many. And we'll go through it. So the first one by Max St. Alban. Ruled by a trial by combat style democracy, where if you defeat
boy.
someone, you gain the vote.
Oh, fuck.
Krogan says tourism to the crater in the center of the desert and the mining of its secretive ore, with a government of consisting of a sleazy mayor who is emphasizing tourism, the population being mainly tourists, historic stuff, tourism, the weird stuff. People use the ore for weird reasons, so we could go off of that. That's suggestion 2. Suggestion 3 is missed, saying due to the crater's curving shape, the settlement is built along massive sandstone brick bridges and aqueducts and their extensions. That one's fucking cool. With gondolas and zip
That's pretty-
lines. We can use any number of these, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Well,
last
I would
one-
say the only weird one with that is aqueducts and gondolas because of water.
this is where the black market was delivering water, and if there's a lot of
Oh,
people
yes,
here,
that's
then
true.
yeah, it
Holy
could,
shit.
it could be possible.
The only actually weird one to me is the idea of tourists in
It'd have to
this
be
setting.
one of these.
Tourist
Yeah,
one is
that was a
also-
really cool, well thought out idea, but in the middle of the desert, I feel like it doesn't work
Like,
that well.
Vapor lounges.
Like the
Like hookah
population-
lounges, but with
Fuck.
Yeah, like-
vapors.
I
And-
like the idea of the secret ore.
Real quick, the last one by Jotaro Kujo is bug people
The
that
Jotaro?
worship an old bomb. So essentially, something here that contains
So Adamsville.
destructive force. Yeah, there's a bug, or we could just say people that worship it religiously.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
yeah.
those are our options to go off of. I'd like to incorporate at least a couple of them. But yeah, just spitball. What are we doing here?
So, I definitely think all of them are solid ideas, but the only one I'd veto is the tourist idea. The ore idea I really like.
I really
Okay.
like.
I nearly think the tourist idea is a good idea that we should maybe put in a less dangerous
Yeah.
territory.
But you do like
Because-
the idea of rare ore from the area that they're mining and maybe using?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. The trial by combat, I feel like that's good for just like such a primal setting we're in as it is. That kind of
Especially
fits.
with our current situation, is pretty good too.
Mhm.
Oh, what's
it's
that?
it's like a situation of
That boxing movie with Hugh Jackman.
Oh,
Runaway
Real
Train?
Steel.
So the steel, real steel. Yeah, real
Real
steel.
Steel.
Fuck yeah.
real. Oh,
Hell yeah.
Okay, trial by combat. And why do people engage in combat so often? We can explore
So
that
I'd
differently.
imagine it's over water, honestly, since it is a black market territory. So I imagine
I actually really like that idea. It's literally survival of the fittest. If you can
Yes,
kick ass, you can get water, and you can
can get
survive
water.
the desert. So it's a triad of things. Okay.
yeah,
Trial of
if I
combat,
may,
water.
I'm getting major Thunderdome vibes where basically you come in and just you fight for stuff because they expanded onto Thunderdome and like the Mad Max game and comics where you can literally fight for car parts, food, other stuff.
It's like a combat economy.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. We'll kind of rush through that while we
Strongest
play.
man at the
We won't
top.
just
Yeah,
do straight up.
Yeah.
We might. We'll see. Okay, weird crater ore. Let's explore that. What use does it give the people? Because they said they ate it like fucking One Piece fruits. I don't know about that.
Yeah, so I was
So
imagining
they
like
can eat
drugs,
the
honestly.
ore?
What?
I
Drugs.
was imagining
or-
like
what did
kind
Mario
of salt
say?
lick stones that are drugs.
No, I said they can eat the ore.
Specifically, the locals and ruling force eat the strange fruit-like ore to receive euphoric visions of the stars above to join their minds in communion. So
Oh,
it's
God,
like
I
an
didn't-
ego death drug. I'm okay with that. I wouldn't fight that.
Yeah. Okay.
And there could be like different strains of it that like people like, or different literal like instead of strains or veins.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
like it's just a drug town that's from rocks.
Okay. And I'd say that it
Yeah.
would also definitely help with star reading or learning your locations
Yes.
or understanding your place in the cosmos by having that ego death. Is like, oh, we're right fucking there.
These
Okay,
people
so that makes
literally
sense.
Fucking see
Yeah.
the sky and shit.
And that they probably do small amounts of this ore drug like before you leave town to know where to go.
Oh
We
yeah.
could-
Okay.
We could expand out into My People's War since I threw that in there that we come to this town every now and then to get supplies. Maybe that's one thing we're getting.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna knock the idea. It's even in the thumbnail art of this episode. Is just the bridges and shit. Like it's
Yeah,
gonna be
I
over
love-
more of a ravine than a crater. So maybe the
Yes,
mountain that left this area is like a big ass snake or something.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah,
Giant centipede.
Yeah.
I-
We'll explore it if we get there. There's a
Yeah,
lot
I
a lot of mountains.
yeah, I really like that. This idea to of this black market town is basically just kind of a rule by strength territory that people are
really
drugged
fun.
out and just watching Thunderdome shows.
Yeah, so then like the socio-political elite are just like these fucking jocks that could knock your skull in.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's just like basically this barbarian paradise.
Cool. All right. Settlement size. You said it was a convening location. Honestly, settlements can range fucking crazy in this setting. It doesn't matter. So, what are we
See it
thinking?
being big.
Big.
Because it's a lot of water, so you can sustain a lot of people.
We doing close to 100,000?
I'm all right with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do.
And also the settlements stay to themselves, so
Yeah, this
Yeah.
it's not
doesn't.
like people come or go.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. But can everyone roll a d6 for me? Roll d10.
D10. I have a D10 right on me.
Yeah,
6
2.
for me.
2,
Every 3.
2 as well.
6, 3, 2, 0. There are 126,000 people here,
Yo, let's go.
26,000.
with 320 being the minor offset. All right, that's enough to work with, and that's probably where we're gonna wrap this up. That was honestly really fun. I had a good time. It's been.
I
way
had
too
a good
long
time
since we
too.
jumped into this.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some good big
These
bird
games are fun or
combat.
something.
We got some lore. We got some
Your
new
hand
shit to
exploded.
do. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone can't figure out if I'm crazy or
Good
not.
shit, good shit.
Hell
The
yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, I
working
mean,
that
we
out.
saw, we fucking saw
became
already.
crazy.
It's like there's a little bit of like, man, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but you made the sky split open, so that I mean, all right.
That's pretty cool. So
Mhm.
Cool.
There we go.
We're gonna wrap up, and I'm gonna keep playing
Talk
for my
about
second
Twitch.
date. Oh shit! Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Tell the people who made it through the VOD. We are gonna try
Yay.
and move on to Twitch next week. I don't really know how to work Twitch. I don't know what the benefits are, but I feel like it'll be a slightly better place for this show. So we're probably gonna scoot on over there. Yeah. So
Yo.
until then, I think we're gonna go ahead and end this dang old episode.
Let's
Peace,
go.
my friends.
Thank y'all.
Gotta use the bloody hand.
Yeah, right.